to the resume our class from the point where we stopped yesterday. Okay? We left two paragraphs of the second part. Last two paragraphs of the second part. So let me read out these. It is from these comrades in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. I have seen men stand up to attack and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Okay. This English class is sponsored by Bodoland Income Television. Mr. Rajan Vasantari, the entrepreneur of this TV, has planned to provide classes to the students of class 10 because they have lost their valuable times and classes due to lockdown for coronavirus. Okay? It is from these comrades in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women. You see, comrades means the working friends, company. Okay? And in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. Nelson Mandela ya buंदों जे बिथाङालायनो कारेजनि जे ओंथि बे ओंथिखौ गावनि कमरेडफोरनिफ्राय सोलोंनानैसो मोनदों गावनि मावथि लोगोफोरनिफ्राय. Time and again I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. गोबां सम गले-गले जे मानसिफोरा बायदि हादोराव गोबां मानसिफोरा साउथ आफ्रिकायावबो बिदिनो जे बे हिनजावखि हौवा बिसोर मोनसे सानथौनि थाखाय गावनि जिउफोरखौ बाउसोमबोदों. I have seen men stand up to attack and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. मा होनदों नेल्सन मेंडेलाया नुनो मोनदों जे गोबाङा गाग्लोबनो बा एटाक खालामनो आरो बुग्लिनो बारसोमो without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. Then, opposite मा बोलो दं मा गोहो दं बेफोरखौ साना हवासिनो बिदि गाग्लोबो बारसोमो. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear. नेल्सन मेंडेला लायनो बुजिदों जे कारेज माने गिनाय गैयै नङा. गिनाय दङ थिगानो नाथाय बेखौ जै खालामनायसो गिनायखौ जै खालामनाय. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid. साहसी मानसिया बे नङा जाय गिनो रोङा. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid. जाय गिनो रोङा बे साहसी नङा बे नङा. साहसियाबो गियो, but he who conquers that fear. नाथाय बे सावस्रि मानसिफोरा बे गिनायखौ जै खालामो जि गिनाय दङ बे गिनायखौ जै खालामो No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. बिथाङा बुंदों नेलसन मेन्डेलाया जे मानसिनि गेजेराव मुगैलायनाय थायो खायफा मानसिया गुबुनखौ मुगैयो बारा मुगैयो because of the color of his skin जेरै गुफुरसाफोरा गोसोम बिगुरनि मानसिखौ मुगैयो आरो गोसोम गुफुरजोंल' खोथा नङा निग्र'जों इउर'पियानजोंल' खोथा नङा जोंनि गेजेरावबो इन्डियानफोरनि गेजेरावबो जायफोरा गुफुर बिसोरो गोसोमखौ बासियो सैथोना बियो बेखौ सैथोथार people must learn to hate and if they can learn to hate they can be taught to love सोरबा मानसिया जुदि मुगैनो रोंगौब्ला मुगैयोब्ला अब्ला बिसोरखौ मोजां मोननो फोरोंनो हायो For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite मानो होनब्ला मोजां मोननाया मुगैनायनिख्रुइ naturally बा मिथिंगायारि आखलैनो गोरलैयै फैयो गुबुन मोनसेनिख्रुइ आरो मुगैनायनिख्रुइ मोजां मोननाया गोरलैयैनो फैयो Even in the grimest times in prison when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards perhaps just for a second but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going Even in the grimest times in prison Nelson Mandela गासै 30 बोसोरनि जेल मोननांदोंमोन नाथाय माबा माबि बन्द आरि दाननानै बे सिस्टेम दङ मोनसे हादोराव मोनसे संबिजितनि गेजेराव जे बे सुतिफोरखौ दानख' दोनख' बेयो 27 इयार्स थानांदों दा बिनि बे जेलाव थानाय समाव मालाबा मोजांमोन मालाबा गाज्रिमोन खिन्थु गाज्रियानो बांसिनमोन आरो सबसे गाज्रि समाव बे होनदोंबा grimmest times in prison when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits जे नेलसन मेन्डेला आरो बिथांनि लोगोफोरखौ जे सोमावसारग्रा लोगोफोर दावहारु लोगोफोर बिसोरखौ बिराद माने नासयदोंमोन जेबो मोनथाय होआखैमोन जे जेलाव दोनोबा जाय सोरखारा जेलाव दोनदों बिसोरो जानाय लोंनाय होनांगौ कयदिफोरनो नाथाय बेखौबो बिसोर मोनाखै खोमा I could see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards perhaps just for a second जे बिनि जिबनाव जेलाव थानाय समाव एसेबां माने बे गुफुर फाइखिफोरा अत्याचार खालामदोंमोन नाथाय बिसोरनि गेजेरावनो सासेनियाव बिथाङा नेलसन मेन्डेलाया एसे अननायनि इसारा मोनदोंमोन but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going नाथाय बेबोथ' बे गार्डा बे पहेरादारा बे फाइखिया हारसिङै जेबो खालामनो हाया जे हायो बेखौ खालामखुमादोंमोन बथय The man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. बिराद गोरबोगोथौ खोथा बुंदों बिथाङा जे मानसिनि जे मोजांथि बे मोजांथिया अरनि सालाय बादि that can be hidden जायखौ दोनखुमानो हायो नाथाय दोनखुमानो हाया जे मोजांथि बे मोजांथिखौ दोनखोमानो हायो नाथाय होखोमोरनो हाया आच्छा आङो वर्ड्स मिनिंफोरखौ बिदि लिरलिया बेहाय जि माबादों साइडआव लिरनानै होदों बेखौल' आं फरायनोसै दे resilience the ability to deal with any kind of hardship and recover from its effects the ability to deal with any kind of hardship and recover from its effects बे आरो नैथिया जाबाय push to our limits push नारहरनाय push to the last point in our ability to bear pain बेसेबां सह्य खालामनो हायो बे सह्यनि सिमा बारजासिम बा सिमनासिम बिसोरखौ मा साजा होदोंमोन बे खोथाखौ बुंदों आरो रेजिलियेन्सनि मिनिंखौ नाय बिनि मिनिंआ मालाबा लिरनो फैयो सायख'नो फैयो आरो the ability to deal with any kind of hardship बिराद माने गोब्राब जि साजा एबा आंखाल एबा खैफोद बिनिफ्राय बारग'नो हानाय क्षमता बा सहायनो हानाय क्षमता बेखौ बुङो दाना oral comprehension check-आव जों थांदिनि दे oral comprehension check-आव first question-आ दङ this is the first question question number 1 and head question it is now tell question how has their attitude how has their attitude changed and why what do the military generals do how has their attitude changed and why okay you see the question what do the military generals do let us write the answer the military generals saluted salutes the military general salute Nelson Mandela his comrades and show loyalty to the democracy and newly elected government government of South Africa. Okay, this. Now the tail question is, how has their attitude changed and why? No place here, let me write here, rubbing this. The attitude of the military generals or military officers has sensed from abhorrence to respect to Nelson Mandela and to his government. Because they are now in ruling power. That's I have written that. Now next question number 2. Why were two national anthems sung? Question number 2. Why were two national anthems sung? Why were two national anthems sung? Why were two national anthems sung? Let's see. there are two national okay, let us write here different, two different national anthems. There are two different national anthems in South Africa. Usually, one was sung by the black people and another was by the white. But that day, the blacks sang, the whites die stem. Okay, die stem. The old national. Okay, let me write here. Old national, does them, the old national anthem. Okay. Then on the other hand, the whites were asked to the white were asked to the white were asked to sing blacks the blacks Nkosi Sikelel Nkosi Sikelel I Africa they sang das because there is the okay, let me write this was there was the matter of harmony between the white and black communities. This okay, I have written rather longer. Okay, we could finish this shortly. However, now number 3 is how does Mandela describe the system of government in his country? Number 1, in the first decade, and 2, in the final decade of the 20th century. I'm not writing this, it is rather long. Now question number 4, what does courage mean to Mandela? Question number 4. What does courage mean to Mandela? Let's see. What does courage mean to Mandela? Yes, let me write the answer. According to Mandela, according to Nelson Mandela, Nelson Mandela. Courage means not the absence of fear, but what trump about it? But the trump about it. Okay, that's but the trump about it. Now question number 5. Question number 5. Which does he think? Which does he think is natural? Which does he think is natural? To love or to hate? To love or to hate? Okay, this. It is easy one, huh? Very fine. Sometimes it is said in the exam. Okay, let me write the answer. Nelson Mandela thinks that love is natural, not hate. Nelson Mandela thinks that love is natural, not hate. That's enough. Okay, that's enough. Now, the last part. You see, in the last part, okay, a few paragraphs are there. A few paragraphs are there. Okay, let me read out this. In life, every man has twin obligations. Obligations to his family, to his parents, to his wife and children. And he has an obligation to his people, his community, his country, and a civil and human society. Each man is able to fulfill those obligations according to his own inclinations and abilities. But in a country like South Africa, it was almost impossible for a man of my birth and color to fulfill both of those obligations. In South Africa, a man of color who attempted to live as a human being was punished and isolated. In South Africa, a man who tried to fulfill his duty to his people was inevitably ripped from his family and his home and was forced to live a life apart, a tailored existence of secrecy, and rebellion. I did not in the beginning choose to place my people above my family, but in attempting to serve my people, I found that I was prevented from fulfilling my obligations as a son, a brother, a father, and a husband. Let me read out the second paragraph. Okay, there is no time more. I was not born with a hunger. I was not born with a hunger to be free. I was born free, free in every way that I could know, free to run in the fields near my mother's hut, free to swim in the clear stream that ran through my village, free to roast mealies under the stars and ride the broad backs of slow-moving bulls. As long as I obeyed my father and I abided by the customs of my tribe, I was not troubled by the laws of man or God. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion, when I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me, that I began to hunger for it. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself, the transitory freedoms of being able to stay out at night, read what I pleased, and to where I chose, go where I chose. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential, of earning my keep, of marrying and having a family, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. Okay, that's all, huh? Remaining more two paragraphs more, huh? We shall do this tomorrow. Okay? We shall discuss this tomorrow. We shall finish this tomorrow. So let me stop here. Let us stop our class here. Thank you very much. Thank you.